there's a strange pressure people feel now to become someone impressive. Interesting, unique, talented, desired. You can see it everywhere. People carefully curating personalities online, turning their lives into aesthetics, trying to become the most attractive, intelligent, emotionally evolved version of themselves as quickly as possible. And underneath all of it, there's usually the same fear quietly waiting. What if I'm forgettable? Friedrich Nietzsche spent much of his life thinking about individuality, ambition, suffering, and the pressure society places on people to conform. He was born in Germany in 1844 and became one of the most influential and controversial philosophers in modern history. A lot of his ideas disturbed people because Nietzsche encouraged human beings to question inherited values instead of automatically accepting them. Success, morality, status, religion, identity. He believed many people spend their lives following scripts they never consciously chose. Nietzsche noticed that human beings deeply want acceptance. People want to belong somewhere, to feel admired, to feel important to others. And slowly, without realizing it, people begin shaping themselves around approval. Someone chooses a career because it sounds impressive. Someone changes their personality depending on who they're around. Someone spends years building an image while privately feeling disconnected from it. Modern life amplifies this constantly. The internet transformed identity into something visible all the time. People document themselves continuously now. Photos, opinions, relationships, achievements, personalities. A person can spend hours shaping how they appear to strangers while barely understanding how they actually feel internally. Sometimes people become so focused on perception that they stop asking themselves simple questions. What do I actually enjoy? What kind of life feels honest to me? Who am I when nobody is watching? Nietzsche believed individuality requires discomfort, because becoming yourself creates tension with the world around you. People around you often expect consistency, predictability, familiarity. Growth interrupts that. Someone changes emotionally, spiritually, creatively, and suddenly old environments stop fitting naturally anymore. One of Nietzsche's most important ideas was self-overcoming. The belief that human beings should continuously examine and reshape themselves throughout life. He believed people become trapped when they stop questioning themselves honestly. A person repeats the same behaviors, the same fears, the same identity, the same emotional patterns, and eventually life starts feeling smaller because the person stopped evolving with it. A lot of people imagine personal growth as something inspiring all the time. Sometimes it feels exciting, other times it feels disorienting. A person loses connection to goals they once cared deeply about. A relationship changes after one person evolves emotionally. Someone realizes they built their personality around being liked. Experiences like that can make people feel emotionally unfamiliar to themselves for a while. Nietzsche believed difficult experiences change people profoundly. Heartbreak changes people. Failure changes people. Loneliness changes people. Certain illusions disappear after suffering. A person begins questioning things they previously accepted automatically. Why do I want this life? How much of my personality was shaped by fear? How much of my ambition comes from comparison? How much of my identity exists mainly to receive approval? Questions like that can completely reorganize someone internally. And honestly, that's probably part of why modern people feel exhausted. Performing constantly is exhausting. Trying to appear successful, trying to appear interesting, trying to appear emotionally put together, trying to become someone worthy of attention all the time. Eventually, people become tired of managing versions of themselves. Nietzsche believed becoming yourself is an ongoing process. A person changes repeatedly throughout life. There is no final version where everything suddenly becomes completely figured out forever. There's only continuous becoming. Maybe individuality begins when someone becomes willing to disappoint expectations that no longer feel honest. Maybe freedom begins when a person finally asks themselves, what actually feels true to me?
Welcome to Noema. Subscribe for more philosophy, psychology, and beautiful existential crises every week.